Let's see who is live. I get a lot of people are getting notification now, okay? I know once is 1 minute, we'll get a lot of people online. So a lot of people are getting notification. Hello, who is live today? Who is joining us? Drop in the comment section. I'm live to take a lot of questions today. Again, I'm live to take as much questions as I can today. Hello, how are you doing and where you have coaching from? We have Emmanuel Ide. Hi Emmanuel, and how are you doing? Trust you're doing great. Precious baby, hi, how are you doing? Abdujali Akanfe, I hope I pronounced it properly. How are you doing? And trust you are doing great. Linda Niye TV, how are you doing? And trust you are doing great. You all know that whenever I make videos, my shoot day, I do come online to take as much questions as I can, especially when I still have a lot of energy to do so. Today I made a lot of content. I think I was able to shoot 7 content, answering the various questions I've gotten on my DM and WhatsApp. I've been able to shoot it, but the day it's going to be uploaded, it's going to determine by the video editor. Whenever they edit, whatsoever ones they edit, I'm going to be uploading it. But while that is waiting, I'm just going to take as much questions as I can. Hey Lawal, how are you doing? B-boy, hi, how are you doing? And Metrin Kanyanje, hey, how are you doing? Karo Hakan Unga, hi. VD, hi. James L.A. Hunt, good morning, members of CCC. How are you doing? Dalus said, where are you from? I am from Nigeria, but I'm currently based in the UK. We have Terry Moore Lawrence. Hello, Nurse. How do a man know if his sperm is low and do he increase it? Okay, Terry Lawrence, for a man to know his sperm is low, all he needs to do is to do a semen analysis. You go to the lab and say you want to do some semen analysis to know if your sperm count is within the normal range or not. Okay, and for men that have low sperm count, how they usually know is because they've been trying to conceive, they are unable to give birth, so they will not like, okay, let's do some semen analysis. That's how most men know that their sperm count is low. So Terry Moore Lawrence, I hope your question has been answered. Then we have Alex Joe Kanu. Happy Sunday, Nurse Mercy Mary. Happy Sunday, Alex, and how are you doing? Trust you are doing great. Hope, how are you doing and how you doing? Hope you're doing great. Auntie Vic, when are you adding us to your WhatsApp group and how are you doing? For Auntie Vic, the WhatsApp group is majorly, most of our groups are majorly for student nurses that are preparing for their nursing and midwifery council exam. So where we prepare them, we have a Telegram group for them and a WhatsApp group for them. But aside that, we are unable to create WhatsApp group for people who wants to, we are unable to create a separate WhatsApp group for our YouTubers. You understand, our subscribers. So the only WhatsApp group we have is a teaching WhatsApp group, a teaching Telegram platform for those that are preparing for their exams. Oja Holding says, please, can you say something about epididymal cyst? Okay, I'm just going to give a summary. Maybe I'll make a full video explaining it. But epididymal cyst is like a cyst in the epididymis, like a cyst. Same way you have ovarian cyst. So that's the way you have epididymal cyst. So epididymis is that's an organ that is found in a structure that is found in men alone. It's not found in women. So when there's a cyst in the epididymis, that's when we say there's an epididymal cyst. So hopefully, maybe I will make a video on epididymal cyst. Do I have a pen here to write it down? Oh, I don't have a pen here. I'll just screenshot and write and make a video on epididymal cyst whenever I am less busy. I'll draft that content and maybe explain further. Hope said, I'm 1 month pregnant. What do I do about care? Hope, For you that is 1 month pregnant, so what I advise, the first 3 months of pregnancy, try as much as possible to avoid any strenuous activity, any exercise, anything that's going to like destabilize you, anything that's strenuous at all. Try as much as possible to avoid it. And also take your folic acid, your vitamins, your prenatal vitamins, your antenatal vitamins that have been given to you by the doctors. Try as much as possible to take it, because these vitamins are important, especially for your folic acid. They are very important when it comes to your baby development of their nervous system, their neurological system. It is very important. Make sure you don't miss your vitamins. And during this first month of pregnancy, the first 3 months of pregnancy, you are going to be showing down with a lot of sickness. Sometimes you get tired, exhausted. Some women experience nausea and vomiting. A lot of things go wrong. So what I advise, try as much as possible to adjust your body systematically, though it's not going to be easy. In terms of food, if you can, take spicy foods, food that are not going to make you throw up. Okay. Anyway, first month of pregnancy, the first 3 months of pregnancy, the care depends on the signs and symptoms you are actually portraying, because the signs and symptoms I portrayed in my pregnancy first month may be different from other people's signs and symptoms they portray in their first month, in their second month, third month of pregnancy. So the care depends on what you are actually showing off. But during the first 3 months, try as much as possible to avoid any strenuous exercise. Do exercise that your power can carry. Don't do too much, because things like that can actually cause miscarriages, and I know you don't want that. Okay. Handsome Star, happy Sunday, and I love your lectures. Thank you very much. Hey, how are you doing? Jos, I'm fine, and I trust you're doing great. Please, is epididymal cyst life-threatening? Ojo Holdings. Epididymal cyst, I don't think so. I am not 101% sure about epididymal cyst, because I've not really studied about it in details to say if it's life-threatening or not. But from my own perspective, I think it's not life-threatening. You can speak with your doctor, but I'll try as much as possible to see if I can make a video on epididymal cyst. I'll study about it and explain what I have been able to learn about epididymal cyst, okay? But if you can't wait to then speak with your doctor and get useful advice and guidance, it's very important. Then Abdul-Jali Akanfe says, how many weeks does pregnant women start experience kicking? I think it's from 20 weeks and above. That's when they start experience obvious kicking. 22 weeks and above, they start seeing some movements. But if you don't see it, if you don't notice it in that 20 weeks, don't be worried. But before you get to your third trimester, you're going to be seeing some few kickings if you're observant. Because sometimes I don't even notice my baby is kicking. And it was kicking though. You get, so kicking starts from about 20 weeks, I think. Yeah. Amazing Grace TV. How are you doing, Amazing Grace? I trust you're doing great. Long I saw you. Amazing Grace is always on my live, is always dropping a comment. I really do appreciate, and I don't take that for granted. Hope said, thank you very much, ma. Thank you. You're welcome. John Gore said, I am John Gore. Where I found you, I feel in love with all your advice on everything. You are such an awesome person, and I have a lot of respect for you. Love your accent so much, and you are very attractive. Thank you very much, John, for your comments. I'm happy that my teachings, you are able to get values from my teaching. That's a good one. Auntie Vic, does folic acid good for someone who is not flowing well, but she's not pregnant too? She's not pregnant, but folic acid, sometimes if you take it, it's going to be in excess. So though your question is not really straightforward, good for someone who is not flowing well. When you say it's not flowing well, what do you mean? What do you mean, Auntie Vic? Oja Hodi said, thank you very much for the hope you've just gave to me. I'll be anticipating the full lectures on epididymal cysts soonest. I don't really know much on epididymal cysts, but I will try and study and let you know, okay? Just turn on the notification button in case the video pops up, you're able to see it. Chukwuike, first time being on the live. Welcome to our live, and thank you for joining. Feel free to ask any questions as much as you can, and I will be willing to answer it, okay? Eze Cynthia said, please nurse, what can a woman who does not ovulate do? First of all, what I will ask, how do you know you are not ovulating? How do you know you are not ovulating as a woman? Have you watched our video on the various signs and symptoms, signs to show that you are ovulating? So what makes you feel as a lady you are not ovulating? And if you are not ovulating, we have to know the reason why by speaking with your doctor and doing some necessary examination to know why a lady is not ovulating. Because most of the times why a woman is not ovulating, maybe she's not gotten to puberty or she's in a menopause, definitely she's not going to ovulate. So you have to speak to your doctor to find out why you are not ovulating. All right. If you are seeing your menses monthly, there's a higher chance that you're ovulating, because without ovulation, there's not going to be menses. All right. Okay. Auntie Vic says she's talking about menstruations. I think sometimes some healthcare provider tell you to take folic acid, especially if your hemoglobin level is low. If your hemoglobin level is low, they tell you to take folic acid, fesolates, because they help you to increase your red blood cells. Yes, your blood volume. Now let's call it that way. They help you to increase your hemoglobin. That's when some doctors will ask you to take folic acid or fesolates, because they help with the red blood cells formations and they help with hemoglobin formation. So that's what I know about folic acid. So you can take it if your hem level is down, if your red blood cells is down. All right. So Auntie Vic, I hope your question has been answered. So if there's any question, I am willing, I am ready, and I'm available to take those questions now before I go to my Facebook page to do live too, because I'm going to be doing live on my Facebook page. And if you are joining in, just drop in the comment section. Let us know where you are watching from. And if you have any doubts about your health, kindly drop in the comment section. If I'm unable to give you answers, I am definitely going to refer you to your doctor for proper information and guidance, as I usually do. Okay. And if you are watching, you've not clicked on the like button, kindly do so. It's not going to take your money. It's not going to take your data. Just clicking on the like. Okpari Joseph says, hello Moss, good evening. Thanks so much for the lectures. I want to know what are the possible effects of taking long without sex. Okay, first of all, Joseph, I would like to know if you are married or if you are single when it comes to taking long duration without sex. I've made a video. One of the videos I made today are things that are likely going to happen to the penis if you don't have sex. So that video is going to be dropping hopefully this week if the video editor actually edit it on time. So I made a video on that. That's going to help you to understand what is likely going to happen to the penis if you don't have sex. I've made a video on what is likely going to happen to the vagina if you don't have sex. You can actually watch that particular video to stay informed, enlightened, and educated. Opari Joseph. So anticipate that video and also watch. So Pamela Cole says, hi, I'm 55 and my estrogen is low. I'm concerned. Should I go get a low dose to help? Pamela Cole, estrogen, you can get some estrogen dose, but speak with your doctor. Yes, you can get it. There's nothing bad in getting estrogen is it injectional? I don't know how they give you to help you balance it, but the doctors, they know best and they know how they are going to give you. But people take estrogens because, especially for women that have gotten to their menopausal age, their menopause age. So there's nothing bad in taking those hormones to help you regulate your body hormones, especially when your doctor advises it. There's nothing bad in it. So you can go ahead and take it. It's going to help you increase the lubrications down there, because estrogen is a hormone that is very important to help with lubrication down there, especially during sexual intercourse. So if your doctor recommends it, I would advise you go for it. There's nothing bad in it. Pamela Nicole, I am watching from Georgia in United States. Thank you very much for joining this live video. And the next question says, please, can folic acid stop abnormal discharge? No, folic acid is a vitamin. It doesn't stop abnormal discharge. Folic acid is a vitamin. It's helping you to replace the vitamins that are not enough in your body. So they are more or less like vitamin B12, vitamin D's, minerals, things like that that you take because your body does not have enough. So it's not stopping abnormal discharge. So when you have abnormal discharge, the first thing is to know the type of abnormal discharge. So the type of discharge will give you an idea of what is wrong and also the medications to take. I've made a video on the various types of discharges. You can watch it and know what is actually causing that abnormal discharge you are facing. So if you have abnormal discharge, you can speak with your doctor, and your doctor is likely going to give you some antibiotics, antifungal, depending on what is causing that abnormal discharge. Chile Uwezoke said, please, can someone with fibroids take yogurt? For me, I don't really know in depth about if there's, I don't know if there's any relationship between fibroids and yogurt, but I feel that people with fibroids can take yogurt. I've not seen any research about fibroid and yogurt, but I have not studied to say, okay, there is a relationship between fibroid and yogurt, or yogurt is going to help increase the fibroids. I don't know about that. I've not studied. I don't know if there's anything in regards to that. But for my own thinking right now, I think people with fibroid can take yogurt. Okay. So Temilade Opeyemi said, hello nurse, after removing implant, what is the next thing to do as a woman in order to get pregnant? So the first thing for you to do as a woman after removing implant is to give yourself time. Try as much as possible to know when your menses, like your menstrual cycle, you get, that's your menses. Take note of your first menses, the second month menses, the third menses. Know when you pick out those dates where the various menses started after the removal of your implants. Try as much as possible to know your ovulation dates and make sure your spouse is there, have sex, and possibly in a month's time there could be a baby. But give yourself time after the removal of implants, know your cycle. But if you are sure, you can have sex frequently, especially if you want to get pregnant as often as possible to see the outcome of having a child. So that's what I have to say to Temilade Opeyemi. Then we have Deuce says, what is the sign of fibroid? I can't really remember all the signs of fibroid, but I know there is pain, there is bleeding when it comes to fibroid. There is pain, there is bleeding. So I've made a video on the signs of fibroid on my YouTube channel. So you can check for that video, watch it, and that's going to give you the full signs of fibroid so you stay informed. Because I don't put everything in my head. I can't remember everything I know about the signs of fibroid. But I know there is pain, there is bleeding when it comes to fibroid, okay? And there's also difficulty getting pregnant because the baby, the uterus that is forming, the baby that is forming, which is the fetus, is going to occupy space, and there's going to be competition. They are dragging for space in the uterus. Okay, that can lead to miscarriage depending on how big the fibroid is. So for fibroid, I made a video on that. You can watch it. Then Abdul Jalil Akanfe says, what is the normal duration man should last on bed? And what is the normal time a man takes to come for second round? Let me tell you something. In regards to the duration a man should last on bed, it depends on both parties. It depends on his partner. Yeah, it depends on his partner. That's what matters when it comes to duration, on how a man should last when it comes to having sex. You can't say a man should last 60 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. It all depends on their capacity. Okay? And what both parties want. That's what will determine if you have erectile dysfunction or something. And in terms of coming back for round 2, I think most men, they need time to actually bring themselves back to its normal state, because all these things have phases. I think I've made a video on those phases. Yeah. So all these things have phases. It requires time for it to like get aggregated again, get the blood flow down there for it to stand properly. So what I would advise is that if you have a partner, you want to go for the second round, it's advisable for you to speak with your partner to help stimulate you, to help like know your G-spots and things like that, to help bring it back so that you can have the whole pleasure that you want when it comes to going for round 2. Then somebody asked, Sandra said, I have 32 days cycle and I track my ovulation, but still I did not get pregnant. What could be the cause? In terms of tracking your ovulation, and you know that this is your ovulation date, you are sure, but you are not getting pregnant, you can speak to your husband to get his semen analyzed. Yes, you can speak with your partner to get their sperm analyzed to check if they have low sperm counts. All right. And you can also speak with your doctor to get some other fertility tests done. And I will also advise you keep trying while getting fertility tests done, and also while getting your husband's semen analyzed. All right. So that's my own take for Sandra essay. Then Opari Joseph, of course, single nurse. Opari Joseph, I don't understand what you said there when you said, of course, single nurse. Temilade Opeyemi said, is there a medication to take in order to conceive twins? I've made a video about medications that are taken to stimulate the ovaries. This medication stimulates the ovaries to release more eggs. So when the ovaries release more eggs, you have sex, there's a sperm release. That's going to cause the fertilization of 2 eggs. Okay, that's going to make the eggs to be fertilized to be 2, and that's going to like lead to the pregnancy and the delivery of twins probably. So what I advise for you to start this medication that stimulates the ovaries, you can speak with your doctor. I've made a video on the various types of medications, their names and things like that. You can search that on my YouTube channel, watch, and also give it a try. Then I also made a video on the particular village in Nigeria that is known for the delivery of twins. And it's been linked to the fact that this particular village people, they eat a lot of yam and they eat a lot of okra. That is why there's an increased incidence of twin rate in that particular village. So you can eat a lot of yam from, what's the name of that village again? Igbo Ora. Yeah, that's the name of that village, Igbo Ora. Igbo Ora, their yam, their okra, they found it that it's been linked. They contain some vital nutrients that is important for the conception and the delivery of twins. So you can watch our video on the foods that increases your chances of giving birth to twins, and also the medication scientifically that can be taken to help you stimulate your ovaries to produce twins. But I advise you take these medications under the guidance of your gynecologist or healthcare provider. So we have Terry Money said, Lawrence, thank you, nurse, for your answers and your approach handling questions. Thank you, nurse, for your answers and your approach handling questions is unique. Like the question I asked earlier, my friend said he has done the semen analysis and they told him it is very low. So if your friend has done the semen analysis and they told him he is very low, there are a lot of considerations, a lot of things that should be put into consideration when it comes into low sperm count. The first question he should ask himself is, what is the cause of this sperm count? Why is my sperm count low? It could be as a result of some medical conditions. It could be as a result of what this your friend is doing. Is it smoking? Is it taking alcohol? What is his job? Is he a truck driver? Does he travel? Does he drive for a long distance? All these things predispose a man to having low sperm count. So you have to find out the cause of this low sperm count. When the cause of the low sperm count is noted, then treatment is much easier. So what you have to tell your friend that the next step to take is what is causing this low sperm count. I've made a video on my YouTube channel where I talk about the various causes of low sperm count and how to go about it, things to do to help you boost your low sperm count. So you can send those videos to your friend so that your friend can watch and see if it's going to help him out in increasing his sperm counts. So we have Tony Eze of Lagos. Hello, good day from Lagos Festac. Tony Eze, how are you doing? And trust you are doing great. Happy Sunday, happy new week, and I wish you all the best, Tony. So I have the next question is, and Terry Moore Lawrence says, like, what are the natural ways to help boost it? Due to the cost, he said no money to buy drugs from medicine stores. Like I earlier said, I've made a video on that, the natural ways to boost your sperm count. Yeah, I think I've made a video on that. You can check on our YouTube channel and definitely it's going to help you do that. So Akanfe says, please don't measure names again. Just read our question and answer it. Why? How will you know I'm answering your question? Sorry. I think the best thing is to read your names and answer the question. That's the best thing to go. Okay, but if you don't want me to measure your name, I'm not going to mention your name. All right, it's fine. So we have Uwazoke Chili say, any diet or natural remedy for goiter. Goiter, natural remedy for goiter. I think that's the answer to that question. It's not in my brain. I don't know it right now, but maybe I can check. And if I see any natural remedy, I will let you know. I will make a video on it. Let me just screenshot your question. Okay. So So don't think it's everything I know. What I don't know, I tell you I don't know the answer. I try to read more, ask questions. Then if I get the answer, I'm definitely going to come back and answer it. Okay. We have Eze Cynthia. I said, what can someone who discharge a day or two after menstruation instead of ovulating? Eze Cynthia, your question is not clear to me. Your question is not clear to me, please. Who discharge a day or 2 days after menses instead of ovulating? Normally, you are not supposed to ovulate immediately after menses, okay? Normally, you're not supposed to ovulate immediately after menses. So, as a Cynthia, just I don't understand your question. Your question is not straightforward, please. So, I think we have some visitors downstairs. I have some visitors downstairs anyway, but let them be downstairs. My husband is there, and my baby is there, grandma is there. So it's majorly my husband's visitors, though, because I can hear some voice downstairs. It's my husband's visitors, not my visitors personally. So we are free to continue. Then when I'm done, I'll go downstairs and say hi to them. Okay. So let's see. So if there's any question, kindly drop in the comment section. I am here and I am taking all your questions today. I'm not going anywhere, okay? So I think I've answered as much questions as I'm able to answer. On our advice, if you are watching this live, it will be very important and it will be very nice for you to click on the like button. At least you are getting something from the live, it's beneficial, and I believe you are enjoying the live. Just click on the like button. It's not going to take a lot from you. So for those that are asking what videos did I make today, I made some videos today, like I earlier said. Basically, when drafting out my content, I don't like typing them. I don't like copying and pasting them. Delus, I think I've answered your question, but if you feel I've not answered your question, just drop the question in the comment section. So I made a video on overreactive bladder, especially for those that are going to the toilet regularly, frequently, they're always running to the toilet. I made a video on that today. I made a video on no sex, what happens to the penis. I've made a video on that. I've made a video on urine color, what it means. Because sometimes we pass urine, it gives this color. Sometimes it's brown, sometimes it's red, sometimes it's orange, sometimes it's yellow. And we don't really know which color of urine should make us run and speak with a doctor. So I've made a video on that, and that is likely going to drop this week. I made a video on, this one is the reason why I actually put on my clothes today. This particular video, yes, because the US Food and Drug Administration just approved a particular gel for erectile dysfunction. This gel, you don't have to buy it with doctor's prescription. You can get it over the counter. So all you just have to do is to squeeze it in your penis, and it works quickly for erectile dysfunction, especially for men that are battling with erectile dysfunction. What I'm going to do, I'm going to tell my video editor to actually edit this video first before any other video, because I got a lot of questions in regards to erectile dysfunction. People have been battling with erectile dysfunction and they want it to get treated. So I made a video on that, and that video will be dropping this week. So if you know you are battling with erectile dysfunction, I just want you to watch this video. The video, the drugs, the gel in particular, has been selling in European countries already, in some European countries. I think it's selling in UK. I saw it on Amazon. So you can even order from Amazon this particular gel. So it's working for people that are battling with erectile dysfunction. And I shared why it is beneficial, why it is better than other kinds of medications for erectile dysfunction. I also explained in details the name of the drugs. So just anticipate that particular video and make sure you are online to watch it. Turn on the notification button so you don't miss it. So we have, I don't want to miss, you have more. Delos, I said you should ask your question again. Possibly I didn't get it. So Sandra is saying, without cum, can someone get pregnant? No. When there is no cum, there is no pregnancy. Because for a pregnancy to occur, there has to be an ejaculation. There has to be a release of a sperm. And this sperm has to go to the egg for fertilization to take place. If there is no fertilization, there is not going to be pregnancy and there's not going to be conception. So for Sandra that asks, if there is no cum, there is no pregnancy. No matter how many smooshing, how many romance you get, there is no pregnancy. Okay? Ogechi, what's your question? I didn't get your question, Ogechi. Pamela Kose, I would like to visit Nigeria, but I'm not sure about the healthcare system there. One thing I usually say is that Nigerian healthcare system is easily accessible. Trust me, it's easily accessible, especially the private sectors. You can easily see your doctor. All you just need to do is to book an appointment. You can even walk in and get an appointment in most Nigeria healthcare sector. So I would say Nigerian healthcare sector, for me, is one of the most easily accessible healthcare sector system you can beckon upon. Yeah. Though we have the public hospitals that are not fully standard, that are not fully in operation, I would say, but in Nigeria, once you have the money, it is easy for you to access a good healthcare system. That's what I have to say. Eze Cynthia says, I mean, someone that discharged after menstruation. There's nothing bad in saying discharges after menstruation. Like I will always say, discharges in a woman is normal. It is normal for you to have discharges as a woman. But if these discharges become smelly, there's itching, there's irritation, the color is weird, then that should be something of concern. But it's normal as a new human, as a woman, for you to like have discharge. Versatile Nurse Francis, I see you and I'm greeting you, and I hope, Nurse Francis, you're doing all great. So we have Alidu Yusuf. Please, can you kindly give us some of the causes of low sperm count and the solution? This is my first time taking part in this program, please. Like I earlier said, Yusuf, I've made a video on the causes of low sperm count over time. You can watch that video and stay informed. Low sperm count can be as a result of some medical condition. All right? It can be as a result of some medical condition. It can be as a result of your environment, the job you are doing. It can be as a result of excessive alcohol intake. It can be as a result of smoking. There are a lot of reasons why a man can have low sperm count. So if you really want to get the full information, what I would advise is for you to watch our video on the causes of low sperm count. So I don't end up using this video to explain low sperm count alone. Sandra says, I mean, without cervical mucus, someone gets pregnant. Yes. Without cervical mucus, someone can get pregnant. Yes, as far as this person is ovulating. Because I found out that some ladies can be ovulating. They will be ovulating, but they won't see that cervical mucus physically. It might be hiding around their vagina or something like that. Some ladies might be ovulating, but the cervical mucus is not obvious. Okay, so people can get pregnant without cervical mucus. So far, so that's for that. Then Pamela Cole, thank you very much. I'm glad I'm able to answer your question. All right, if you are watching, I will appreciate if you click on the like button. Click on the like button and make sure you join our next live. I'll be coming live again this week. Yeah, maybe Saturday. I'm off on Saturday, Sunday. So I might be coming live within a week to take as much questions as I can as usual. So if you have any question, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Just drop on the comment section. And also for those that are here, I will appreciate you join me when I go on my Facebook live, because my YouTube community is going to help me build my Facebook community so that we can be going more live. Because most people say that live on Facebook help them to save data. They help them to save their megabytes when compared to live on YouTube. So that's why I'm trying to see if I can create a balance between YouTube live and also Facebook live. So if there's any questions, feel free to ask. I'm ready, willing, and available to answer the question. Eze Cynthia said, is inchy and smelly but white in color, and she's having big what? What she having? What's big? If it's inchy and it is smelly, Is it a foul smelling discharge? Is it a foul smelling discharge? If it's itchy, it is smelling, I'll ask her to speak with a doctor to get it treated. Okay? And when this doctor give her the medication, she should make sure she finish her course of treatment. She should finish her course of treatment and not stop when these discharges or this smell stop. So what I would advise you to do is to tell her to speak with a doctor and get some medications prescribed. Each is itching and smelling. So it's not something that is just going to go away. Folic acid is not going to solve the itching and it's not going to solve the discharge. So if you have any question, I'm still here and I'm taking your question. If you know I've not taken your question, feel free to type it again so I can get it. It can be as a result of an oversight and I did not see that particular question, okay? I'm waiting for my questions because like I earlier said, I have enough time to spend online today since I'm off. So when I'm off duty, I try as much as possible to come online and answer as many questions as I can, okay? Ogechi, the only test I know you can do at home that's to tell you if you are ovulating or not is, are you seeing your menses? That's the first stance. If you are menstruating every month and your cycle is regular, that is a sign that you're ovulating. Okay, but aside that, I don't think there's any test at home that can be done. Even if there's an ovulation test kit, but that can be a little bit complicated. All you have to do though is to follow the instructions from your ovulation test kit. There is a kit known as ovulation test kit. You can get it over the counter and see how it goes. So Eze Cynthia said, nurse, the discharge smells but white in color. As far it's smelling badly, and as far it's itchy, it's something that needs to be treated. Okay, even if it's white in color, especially if it's cottage cheese, that needs to be treated too. Okay. Temilade Opeyemi says, when is the right time to remove implants in case a woman wants to be pregnant in August? Implants. That I can't say. I can't really remember this family planning method. Okay, so I don't want to give you an exact time. I think when they put these implants in you, they tell you how long it's going to last. That when you remove it, some women, once they remove the implants, immediately, the next month they have sex, they get pregnant. So our human body is different. It varies. Why some women, like when they remove the implant, it takes about a year, 6 months for them to get pregnant. So our human body are kind of different and it varies from individuals to individuals. Sandra, I think this, I said, Nurse Mercy, please, can you tell us about normal vaginal smell? Because my smell like onion. I think this is the first time I'm hearing a vaginal smelling like onion. But that could it be as a result of your intake of onion or something? This is the first time I'm hearing an onion smell in the vagina, trust me. But I would like to know if that is your normal. It has always been that way from day one. Has that smell always been like the onion from day one, or it's just started all of a sudden? I would like to know. Because personally, I have not heard about onion smell in the vagina. It's kind of sounding strange to me. It's possible it's in existence. I'm the one that don't know about it, okay? Ogechi, I didn't see your question. It's possible I've answered your question. I've answered your question, Ogechi, but you were not online. Ogechi, I said that the only test I know you can do at home when it comes to ovulation is your menses. Knowing that, okay, as far as you are menstruating every month, you know your cycle, those things actually pinpoints that you are ovulating. But if you are not menstruating, you are not seeing your menses monthly, that is a sign that something is wrong somewhere. Okay. But if you are very concerned and you are so convinced that you are not seeing your menses, you are not ovulating, speak with your doctor. And also, there are some home-based test kits that's known as ovulation test kits. You can buy them and check for your ovulation dates and see how it goes. All right. So that's basically what I have to say. And I think I've answered all the questions that popped up. Somebody said, sorry, I have diabetes and I would love to get off the medication. Any idea? When you have diabetes and you don't want to take the medications, it's not something you can just start like over time. So what I advise for people with diabetes is, first of all, have your medications ongoing, work on your diet, the type of food you eat. So working on your diet is going to go a long way to slowly get off medication. All right. And regular, even if you are getting off medication, speak with your doctor about it and always check your sugar level. Okay. I am not a specialist in endocrinology, but I think that's the best advice I can give at this particular moment. Adebisi Shola said, if woman gets pregnant for a man, which their blood not the same. For the first time, doctor said that the woman will take injection immediately. If not, the woman will not be able to conceive again. Why? Shola, your question is not clear. Sorry, I don't get. I did not get your question, Shola. I did not get your question. Okay, I did not get that question. I think the noise is, when there are a lot of people in the sitting room, the noise is coming upstairs. We have a visitor. They are talking, and I think I'm getting a little bit distracted. So I'll have to go offline now. Okay. I will definitely come online. For those that I didn't see their question, especially for Delus, I've tried to go up and up. Let me just see, because Delus has been saying he has sent the question. Delus, you sent a question, but you retracted it. So I'm not seeing that question. Delus. That's why I'm not seeing it. You send a question, you retract it, you delete it. So I can't even see your question because you keep saying you've sent the question and it's not there. So one coach Samuel said, is the program only for female? No. I make videos for both male and female. Yet there's a balance. So whatever I make for the female, I give or like an opposite for the female. You can check on our YouTube channels. We have content about erectile dysfunction, sperm counts. We have a lot of videos about the male. So I think it's not, our channel is both for the male and the female. Okay. Lawa said, no answer to the WhatsApp number to reach you. For the now, when it comes to, I just advise you send me a message on Instagram. You can send me a message on Instagram, then I'll see. When I have the time, I will answer. But preferably, if you have questions, I usually advise you drop your questions on my live video. It is much easier for me to answer as much as I can. But if you want to book an appointment with me, send me a message on Instagram. We'll book an appointment for you after payment, okay? Onyechi Modesta says, please, can baby bump start showing by 6 weeks? No. Like even 10 weeks, sometimes 20 weeks, you won't even see your baby bump. Like individuals are different. Okay. Some people, when they are 6 weeks pregnant, 8 weeks pregnant, even 20 weeks pregnant, it's not going to show. Personally, I was 22 weeks pregnant and I was still wearing my outfit. It wasn't even obvious. So different people with different body, but I don't think 6 weeks is going to show. 6 weeks, not even 2 months. 8 weeks is not going to show in your clothes. You're going to wear your outfit and still rock it. It's not going to be obvious. So it's normal for you to be like 10 weeks, 15 weeks, 20 weeks, and the baby bumps is not obvious. So it's a normal thing and it's nothing you should be concerned about. Okay, I think I was very concerned about it because when I was pregnant, my baby bump was not obvious. 22 weeks, it was still small. I was like, am I going to give birth to a small baby? I got a little bit scared because I was like, my baby bump is not showing. My baby bump is not showing. No. I started browsing. I started searching the internet. I was like, oh. Well, lo and behold, when the baby came out, the baby was like 3 point something kg, more than 3 kg. Yeah, so that was all. So the baby bump at the early months of pregnancy might not be obvious. But as time goes on, it's going to get bigger and it's going to get more obvious. Like third trimester here, then we can start talking about baby bump. But for the now, it's kind of difficult in 6 weeks for you to notice that. Judith Miracle Isa, hello, how are you doing? Please click on the like button. Thank you all for coming my live, and I hope I've been able to answer as much questions as possible. Right now, I'll be going offline to say hello to my visitors because I'm having some visitors downstairs. Okay, thank you all, and see you in our next live video. You can see the my visitor is already coming. Like earlier said, I'm ending this live video, so I have a visitor and we're going to be talking later. All right, thank you all for joining our live video, and see you in our next video. You can hear my name, so I have to go downstairs. Bye.